Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You get in this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track. Bubbling, put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit. Nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shine the king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Starter fees, street blues, what I talk. Royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind. Knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines. It was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over when my time stops.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look lean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chick. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Y'all already know, man. It's the Virgil, your brother, Virgil Berry, aka Stacks with the facts, and we bite. XL Pro, what's happening with your brother? Yeah, man. Bombs over Caracas, man. Bombs over Caracas. Y'all heard about this, man? This is crazy, man. A show a couple months ago called There Will Be Wars and Rumors of Wars, right? And this is an extension of that, right? How's everybody doing today on this very chilly in Columbus, Ohio, Saturday afternoon, you know. Very chilly. And mind you, like I said, my birthday is next week. I'm a January baby. And I mean, I can tolerate the cold. It don't really bother me, but I don't particularly like it. So when it be cold, I tend to be in the house. You know, I went to the gym earlier, ran some errands, came back to the crib, did some cleaning up around the crib, and now we doing the show, Jack. Oh, you said it's raining out your way? All right. My man, hold on, make sure I'm reading my neck. I'm tapping in with my people on Facebook too. All right, we got Jessica tapping in. What you backing on my eyes for, Jessica? And my man Daryl Meeks tapping in on Facebook. Yeah, man. Y'all come on up in here, man. We about to have this discussion, man. Cause like the poll question at the top of the show, y'all seen coming in on YouTube. Y'all think this is gonna spark WW3? Huh? Man. So just in case y'all didn't know, right? Hey man, listen, before I even get into it, hey man, the Most High woke all of us up earlier today. We've been awake ever since. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? All praises be to the Most High, man. Especially considering what we discussing in this show. You know? Samia, what's up with you, loved one? Tapping in. Caracas. Right? Now, before they put Maduro in there, now mind y'all, Maduro was in there because his sympathizers in the Democratic Party wanted him there. Don't forget that, man. Right? Who put Maduro in power? Right? Right? 2013. Right? Right? Mm-hmm. Hold on, just bear with me real quick, y'all. I'm checking something real quick. Right? Who put Maduro in power? Now, this is a question I'm asking y'all, the audience. Who put Maduro in power? Right? Rest in the essence. See, y'all know what's happening. You got to get confirmation information. We got to build foundation in order to have a better understanding of where we are now today with this very situation. Right? Now, we got to go a couple of years for full understanding of why Trump is doing what he's doing. Right? And I'm like the perfect dude. You understand me? I'm the perfect guy to sit up there and do it. And we're going to sit up here and do it. And we're going to do it like we used to it. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. All right? right? We got to take a walk down memory lane in order to understand where we at today. I'm about to come back up on YouTube. I just want to put this image on the screen real quick to give y'all some retrospect, right? Hugo Chavez. Rest in the essence to the big homie Hugo Chavez, right? A true warrior, true patriot, a man truly about his people, of his people, for his people, by his people in Venezuela. Before Venezuela became the hellhole, shithole country that it is now, it was actually the #1 economy in all of Central and South America combined, rivaled only by that of the US and Canada in the Western Hemisphere. Hugo Chavez got rid of all the gangs. There was no Tren de Aragua when Chavez was in when Chavez was running things, when he was in office. Chavez kicked the Rothschilds out of Venezuela. He nationalized all the natural resources, companies, and corporations. All of the oil producers. Venezuela produces most of the oil in the world today in the Western Hemisphere, more so than Mexico, America, and even countries on the Eastern Hemisphere combined. Hugo Chavez nationalized the oil industry in Venezuela. Nurses went to school for free. Healthcare was free. There were no gangs. Crime was at an all-time low. He put them back on the gold standard. He kicked all the private bankers out. This is what Hugo Chavez did before they brutally, rest in essence to Hugo Chavez, man. Right? Telling us he died from cancer. That's what they say. They say the brother died from cancer. I beg to differ. Hugo Chavez was a very healthy guy. There's a lot of controversy surrounding his so-called contraction of cancer. We're not going to get into that tonight because that's not what this show is about. Another topic for another day. But Hugo Chavez was a great leader in Venezuela. Venezuela was the jewel of South America prior to him allegedly contracting cancer and eventually dying as a cause thereof. Right? I mean, Hugo was only 58. And like I say, man, once he nationalized the oil industry, that's when they came after Hugo. Hugo, just in case y'all don't know or forgot, Barack Obama was the president when Hugo was in power. Barack Obama is the one who put Maduro as the president. Right? And what did Maduro do, right, for the U.S. government? Right? He denationalized all of the industries, including the oil industry, so OPEC and everybody else can come in there and continue to grape and pillage like they've been doing. All the hard work that Chavez put in Venezuela, getting rid of the gangs, kicking the cartels out of Venezuela, investing in the infrastructure of Venezuela, the entire country, making it easy for people who are interested in nursing to go to school, got them off of their, paid off their international global debt and got them off of the paper dollar reserve, the U.S. Dollar, and back to their own gold standard, also as well, subsidizing back by their now nationalized oil industry. All of that stuff, when Maduro got in there, he reversed all of that. And now look at Venezuela now. Venezuela is a pure hellhole, and all of them. And as a result of Maduro being in there, we got Tren de Aragua, right? We got the cartels with a foothold back in Venezuela. I'm pretty sure the cartels are who is going to be running and controlling stuff in Venezuela until and on top of that, right? Rest in the essence to Hugo, man. You know, Hugo was a G, man. Rest in the essence to that brother, man. Right? But see, now they done sit up there and went to Venezuela, and this is how they always do. You know, Maduro was their puppet, man. Maduro was their puppet. He was the democratic, supported, funded puppet for Venezuela, right? And then when Barack Obama left and Trump got up in there, you did. Right? But by then the damage was done. Right? And Maduro been in pocket, but at the same time, you know, he the scapegoat. They about to do Maduro like how they did Fidel Castro. They about to do Maduro like how they did Allende out there in Chile back in the day. They about to do Maduro like how they did Hugo. They about to do Maduro like how they did Noriega back in the day. They're about to do him the same way, man. You know? They're about to do Maduro the same way, man. He's a puppet, strategically placed for every reason and everything we see happening now. Right? Do Maduro, I mean, we just going off of their word telling us that they captured him and his wife, but I mean, is there any proof of that? Where's the evidence to support that they actually have Maduro and his wife in their custody? And if they do, right? What war crimes is Maduro and his wife guilty of? Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. This is a serious situation, man. I don't know if y'all understand how serious this is, but this ain't no you know, just some little minor conflict situation, man. This is serious stuff. There's big implications for this, man. You know what I mean? Maduro and them are allies with a lot of other people like Russia. Right? He just Iran declaring war. Right? It's an ill situation, man. Wild situation here, Jack. I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man. This is a serious situation, and it ain't no joke at all. World War III is upon us, man. There will be wars and rumors of war, man. Right?
From the President of the United States. The United States of America has successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow, according to the president. There will be a news conference, he says, today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. He then punctuates it, as he often does, with thanks for your attention to this matter. It is signed by the president. From the President of the United States. The United States of America has successfully carried out a...
Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. We're going to...
Now Trump said there was no American soldiers. There were no boots on the ground over there. So how did they capture him? Was it the CIA? Was it the DEA? Was it the NSA? FBI? You know, special ops, black ops, robots? Let's go.
To run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. Late last night.
So the U.S. is running Venezuela right now? So hold on. So the U.S. government is setting policy in a foreign government? I keep telling y'all about UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability, man. Right? And one of their sustainable goals, man, is to talking about expanding and getting rid of borders, man. Right? What is Trump talking about?
Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do right here, because we're going to see if we can find a whole joint. And people in Venezuela running. It's crazy. WW3 is upon us, man.
Mamá huevo, qué locura. Moscaí. Mira esa mierda, explotaron allá toda esa mierda, porque tú no estás explotando.
Marico, se prendió el peo en esta mierda. Yo.
Huevo.
Fighting with somebody, goddamn.
Amor. Ay, no. Mira eso.
Might be somebody that's from Caracas, Venezuela right now, man. It's a straight war zone out there right now. Crazy, man. Hey. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on social engineering. World War III is upon us, man. All right. All that stuff we saw getting bombed, that was all of their naval bases and their air bases and naval bases and all their little military spots. So they couldn't launch a counterattack, Jack. Boy. Man, this is crazy, man. We are going to be running Venezuela. So I'm just saying though, I'm curious to how's that going to work, how that works, right? I'm just a little curious to how this plays out. So you mean to tell me the U.S. government is now the de facto government in Venezuela? So what does that mean, that we're gonna be setting policy in Venezuela? The U.S. government is going to be setting policy in Venezuela? Is that what this means? Is that what this means to y'all? I'm just saying, man. Is that what this means? Like, this is wild, man. This is truly a crazy situation. And I hope y'all understand how serious and severe this is. Right? It's not a game. It's not a joke at all. Right?
If you've written a book and want to publish it to over 3 billion potential readers, now is your chance. Spines offers a new...
Good morning, Eric. In a major escalation of the conflict between the United States and Venezuela, U.S. officials can confirm to Fox News that U.S. military strikes have been launched against Venezuela early this morning.
All right, so we have some major breaking news. It is 4:30 a.m. where I am. I literally rolled over.
Shout out to the homie Pondering Politics, man. Shout out to the homie Pondering Politics, man. I watch his content from time to time, man. He's a good content creator when it comes to covering political issues. Straight down the middle, calls it on both sides, gives you the facts, leaves his personal feelings out of it. Respect this brother right here. Let's go. Fair use.
Checked my phone, and we are at war. The United States has illegally, and I'll get to that, at the direction of Donald Trump, invaded and attacked Venezuela. And Donald Trump has just weighed in, saying that Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife have been captured and taken out of the country. This is not entirely unexpected given Donald Trump's moves around Venezuela, but to put some things in context, I want to show you some clips before we get back to Fox, like just some clips of the brutal attacks.
Matter of fact, hold on. Because I know my homie Phil Scott. Let's see if Phil talking about this. Let's see if Phil's saying something about this.
Now, y'all know I've been one that's been really.
Yeah, Phil ain't said it. I'm gonna go to the page. Sure, on your social entrepreneur.
Here's how you can take advantage of IUL to build generational wealth.
Hey man, listen, y'all.
Person index.
Good morning, Eric. In a major escalation of the conflict between the United States and
Direction of Donald Trump invaded and attacked Venezuela. And Donald Trump has just weighed in, saying that Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife have been captured and taken out of the country. This is not entirely unexpected, given Donald Trump's moves around Venezuela. But to put some things in context, I want to show you some clips before we get back to Fox, like just some clips of the brutal attacks that have been launched against Venezuela illegally by this criminal president. I'll give you a taste of it. Midas Touch has a long recording.
Yeah, for downtown Caracas up, so man. So much crazy stuff going on in our country.
Mamá huevo, qué locura. Mocaí, mira esa mierda.
Maduro and his wife have been captured, presumably by U.S. forces. So again, confirming that this was a regime change, invasion, and war. He says the United States of America has successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow. There will be a news conference today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President DJT. Stunning, not entirely surprising, but stunning development nonetheless. And again, here's the statement from Trump, who just issued it, confirming that this happened. Again, all of this is happening in real time. Let's finish some of the clip that I started to play from Fox News about this.
Seen for a few hours now these scenes of explosions in Venezuela's capital of Caracas against U.S. military targets. Officials say the U.S. military launched this attack on Venezuela on the orders of President Trump. And we are awaiting a statement from the White House and a Truth Social post, perhaps, from the president confirming. But we've seen dramatic video in the last hour showing explosions in Venezuela targeting Nicolas Maduro's military sites. We've seen video of U.S. Army helicopters flying over Venezuela, and this all comes after this dramatic buildup of the U.S. military in the Caribbean in recent months. You had the aircraft. Good morning, Eric.
Some other things I want to show you and read to you.
Right. Maduro just recently got out of favor with the U.S. government. I mean, Trump, to be honest with y'all, Trump has given Maduro plenty opportunity to fix the situation when he was in office the first time, right? But this is when the so-called Democrats was campaigning, advocating to open up the borders while Trump closed them down. And they came up with all these BS stuff against Trump. Some of it, yeah, weak ass charges, right? Fake ass impeachment, right? Just to get Biden back in there so they can continue this criminal effery that Barack Obama had going on when they placed a puppet, using Barack Obama to place Maduro in place of Chavez. Because they know that Maduro was going to play ball. And he did. Right? We got more Venezuelan illegal immigrants here than ever. Trende Awabra that made their way up here. Cartels is back in Venezuela running stuff, rolling and controlling. And the crime is just astronomical. Right? Now, as far as Maduro goes legally, I don't know if Trump has the legal groundings to do what he's doing. He might have it might be legal, just not lawful. Y'all got to understand the difference between something being legal and something being lawful, right? And this is something that we need to take a look at, man, because I'm pretty sure we're about to start seeing a pattern of this. All these people that have been placed in power around Central and South America, especially, right? Man, this is crazy, man. Let's go.
We'll start with this one here. This is a big one. The Senate Armed Services Committee was not notified ahead of any potential military action taken tonight in Venezuela. A source familiar with the matter says, making this an illegal invasion.
And I'm just saying, let me tell y'all something, man. For those who don't know, right? When it comes to matters of war, there's some rules and parameters that have to be followed. That's true. But if y'all think for 3 seconds that the Senate and the Congress wasn't aware of this right here, something is wrong with y'all. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Right?
Regime change war. I mean, based on the preliminary analysis, I mean, you have to notify Congress of things like this, particularly even like during emergency situation. Congress has to be kept abreast of this. But Trump didn't even notify the relevant committee of jurisdiction, the Senate Armed Services Committee, and presumably the House Armed Services Committee as well. So again, this is just happening. I'm sure that there'll be a more fulsome response from the Democratic Party as we get closer, as we to the Trump's press conference tomorrow, as we learn more information. Real quick, I'm going to do an update on CNN's live feed. Venezuela President Maduro captured and flown out of the country after U.S. strikes.
We don't know if they
CNN
really
team witnessed several explosions in Caracas and reported some areas of the city were without electricity. The first blast was recorded approximately 1:50 local time on Saturday. Trump has repeatedly warned that the U.S. is preparing to take new action against alleged drug trafficking. Footage shows large blaze and explosions at an airport in Higuerote, Venezuela. The sky turned red. Venezuela resident describes explosions to CNN. One resident in coastal city, Venezuelan city of Higuerote, told CNN that he was woken up by what he initially thought were fireworks before hearing more explosions across the town. It's 52 miles east of Caracas, which, of course, is the nation's capital. Venezuelan opposition declines to comment on the situation in the country, and I bet they would. But it shows dual rotor helicopters flying over Caracas. We shared some of that footage from Midas Touch. Senator Brian Schatz, Democrat, says the U.S. has, quote, no vital national interest in Venezuela. Yeah, no shit.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ with that one. The U.S. has absolute interest in Venezuela, being that they are the second largest oil production country on earth. Not to mention, that's where a lot of the so-called shock troops are going to be coming from. I hope y'all don't think all this stuff happened is just random stuff, man. It's crazy if you think that, man. Let's go, man. Smash that like button, cool bell, subscribe to the page, share on social engineering, man. Let's go.
Stunning development. Midas Touch had a copy of the statement from the Maduro regime. The Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela rejects, repudiates, and denounces before the international community the extremely grave military aggression perpetrated by the current government of the United States of America against Venezuelan territory and the population in the civilian and military localities of the city of Caracas, capital of the Republic, and the states of Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira. This act constitutes a flagrant violation of the UN Charter, specifically its Articles 1 and 2, which establish respect for the sovereignty, the legal equality of states, and the prohibition of the use of force. Such aggression threatens international peace and stability, specifically in Latin America and the Caribbean, and puts the lives of millions of people at risk. And it goes on. We're not going to read the whole thing.
I feel like we've all been there. You go to the doctor, you get your blood drawn, and then a week later you hear, yep, everything looks good. Drink a little more water and walk a little bit more. And that's it. There's no breakdown of your hormones, no insight into toxins or inflammation or nutrient deficiencies. It's just just keep doing what you're doing. Well,
and listen, Maduro, he's running an illegitimate government on all the evidence. Not a good guy. But this is the very sort of illegal regime change war that Donald Trump campaigned against actively in 2016, 2020, and 2024. How many times have we heard, Hillary was a hawk, Trump was a dove, that Trump and Vance were the pro-peace ticket? How many times, how much cope did we get from right-wing libertarian dipshits like Dave Smith that the reason that he voted Donald Trump in large part was because, Kamala Harris, well, she was a creature of the establishment. And, the Democrats were creatures of the establishment. And Donald Trump was no neocon like George W. Bush. And we would avoid these things. And here we are exactly, predictably, right back at square one. Because, of course, Donald Trump has been one of the most aggressive people with respect to the military. I mean, drone strikes accelerated in his first term. I mean, skyrocketed compared to even the Obama administration. And people talk about Obama being the drone president. Trump was substantially worse, orders of magnitude worse. Then the drone war ended under President Biden. We actually withdrew from Afghanistan under President Biden. We were involved in one fewer war. Say what you want about Biden's foreign policy, but the U.S. was actively involved in one less war under Biden. And now we have embargoes of Venezuela, now a full-blown military invasion, again, illegal because there was no declaration of war by Congress. Trump, this is arguably less reasonable.
Greg,
and they were pretty unreasonable. Invasions of Iraq and Afghanistan.
You hear about this shit?
At least the predicate for that was, well, we were trying to find Osama bin Laden. We were trying to find Al-Qaeda. We were trying to, find the perpetrators of 9/11, an attack against us. It was retaliation. Now, again, most of that was bullshit. But there's no colorable, why would they do this here? Regime change war. So, again, I woke up. If I seem glassy-eyed, I just rolled over because I tend not to sleep well. Checked my phone, saw this. We will have more information, I'm sure, later on in the day. But for now, just understand Donald Trump has launched an illegal, undeclared war of regime change against Venezuela, used military hardware to not only invade but attack major military installations and major pieces of infrastructure like airports. And according to Donald Trump, they have captured Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, and his wife. In the meantime, let me know what you think in the comments.
Man.
We have got to the point where literally...
Man, they're trying to say that Trump is a war criminal, man. That's what they trying to say about you, old Trump, man. They're trying to say you're a war criminal, man. What y'all think, man? Y'all think Trump a war criminal? What y'all thinking? Put a number 11 in the chat if y'all think Trump is a war criminal. All right. My bad, y'all. I'm screaming for y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. What do y'all think Trump is a war criminal, man? Is he violent, man? Huh?
The United States hit Venezuela with a large-scale strike early Saturday and said its president, Nicolas Maduro, had been captured and flown out of the country. Here's what to know. Multiple explosions and low-flying aircraft were seen in Caracas in the early hours of Saturday morning. Maduro's government immediately accused the US of an imperialist attack on civilian and military installations. US President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that Maduro had been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. He added that the operation was done in conjunction with US law enforcement. The apparent attack itself.
And I like that what you just said, Craig Harper, man. Because that's the same thing I was thinking to myself. Now, I'm not in no way, shape, form, or fashion condoning, justifying, rationalizing what Trump is doing, man. This is not a good look for us across the board, and you know it really ain't gonna mean nothing for us, for real, for real. We ain't had no say-so in this. But think about this, though. Think about all the illegal immigrants from Venezuela who've been in our country, raping, scamming, stealing, robbing, offing, unaliving, and whatever, right? They've been flooding our borders. We got Trinde Aragua everywhere in our country. And I'm not saying that, right? I'm not saying, well, just listen to walk with me, man. Right? Right? Now, can Maduro be held accountable for allowing this to happen? Sending all them criminals. I'm talking about literally everybody from the insane asylums, everybody from the mental health facilities, people from, man, we're not talking about the cream of the crop of Venezuelan society coming up here as illegal immigrants in our country. We are talking about the worst of the worst. We're talking about the dregs. We're talking about the undesirables of Venezuelan society. As you can see, since they've been here, coming here illegally, they've been raping a whole bunch of girls all across the country. Trinde Aragua selling dope, bringing guns, committing violence, taking over whole apartment complexes in Boulder, Colorado, Denver, Colorado. Maduro basically playing hand in hand with that, basically telling his people to come up here, allowing his people. I'm just saying though, man, is Trump justified in doing what he doing? In what court is he going to bring Maduro in front of? Right? And that's why I be telling people this, Craig. Listen, I'm not interested in going anywhere outside of the country right now. I'm good. The safest place for an American citizen to be, specifically a Black American citizen, is right here in America. Now, I'm not no fear monger. If y'all got trips booked, go on your trips. I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm not scared. I'm just, I don't think it would be in my best interest to travel internationally right now. Seeing as how we got so many countries, that are you know, at our necks, so to speak. You feel me? Now, it ain't up for me to decide if Trump going into Venezuela is justified. That's up for the Hague and all of them, world courts and all that. You know, that's up for them to figure all that stuff out. But Trump has, they said he, the thing is Maduro guilty of war crimes? And is Trump justified? Now, according to the video we just saw, dude saying that Trump ain't justified. Right? My man Craig Harvey said they opened the jails on us. Not only that, on a large scale, the country's paying the tariffs, so we can't get our industries back. And 45 pissed about that. You know what I'm talking about? You know? Sticky situation, man. Very sticky. Let's go.
Less than 30 minutes. Trump said in his social media post that the strike was carried out successfully. It comes after the Trump administration has escalated pressure on Maduro, who has decried US military operations against alleged drug traffickers as a thinly veiled effort to out.
They understand when it comes to the U.S. government's gross national product growth, y'all got to understand that this is a strategic move, right? We get Maduro out of there. He's been our puppet, but now he's compromised, right? We got to get him out the way. We're going to get him out the way, right? We're going to take over the whole entire structure of Venezuela, which is going to give us access to their oil reserves. Also, we're going to control the region when it comes to the drug trade. And then we'll put in place another puppet who's going to play ball, right? See, when Hugo was the president, none of this stuff was going on. That's why they wanted Hugo to get up out of there. That's why they got Hugo up out of there, because he wasn't having none of this stuff, right? Let's go, man. Smash that like button, click on the button, subscribe to the page.
Him from power. It was not immediately clear who was running the country, and Maduro's whereabouts were not immediately known.
Right? So who's running Venezuela? That's my fault. So I keep this the second time I done sit up there and did that, man. Right? The situation is getting sticky, man. Let me see if we got any cover to this. What they done deal with Maduro, man?
Joining us live from Doral. She is outside it. The mecca of the Venezuelan community there. And Gabby, the
thing's pretty busy behind you, Gabby. It's 6 a.m. and people have been out there. Can you tell us about what you're seeing and how long you've been seeing people out there reacting to this news?
Guys, history is being made in real time. There are hundreds back up for Venezuela speaking out against injustices in their country for decades. I'm here joined by Edgar. Edgar has out Tell me, why did you want to be out here?
Well, okay, before I begin, I just want to talk to you, America, and I hope you have your coffee when I tell you this, but these are great news. All eyes on Venezuela. These are historical news. This is history in the making. I mean, my chest, it feels like it's gonna explode with joy, because after
my fault, y'all.
I mean, before I was even born, there have been struggles. My family has been fighting for so many years before I was even here. They have told me about it. They told me about a time where democracy existed, and now I can finally look forward to that. And that's just everything that I can ask for. And you know, I just want to tell you people, America, Venezuelans are good people.
We don't doubt that there are good Venezuelan people. I'm quite positive that there's good Venezuelan people, but that ain't who we've been seeing up here. They ain't been sending us the good Venezuelan people. We've been sending the gangbangers, the sexual assaulters, and the scammers. That's who we've been coming in contact with up here. Not saying that all of them are, just saying majority of them are. My man Craig Harper said, see what happens is we're stuck taking care of millions of illegals and we can't get Americans back to work. That's a problem. So now 45 got to make a power move, touch some people and push some people around. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's politics for them, man. Craig, they don't understand how politics work, man. You feel me? Congress was right along cool with this, man. Right? If Trump was violating any Geneva Convention, man, that'd be on his ass right now, man. The UN ain't said nothing. Yeah, you already know, brother. And that's my whole thing, man. All of y'all people coming to our country, right? Y'all need to go home and y'all need to fix y'all's countries, man. Running away from Venezuela, running away from Mexico, running away from Ghana, running away from Nigeria, or wherever you running away from, that's not going to fix y'all's countries. Y'all have to stay home and y'all have to fight and y'all have to, you know, go through the heat. Y'all got to go through the fire and bring liberation for y'all's people and y'all's countries, man. Y'all ain't going to get nothing accomplished running away over here. You know?
Greatest people that I know, I can vouch for them. We are good. We are working hard, and this is our like President Donald Trump and Maria Corina Machado just created an opportunity for us to begin working harder than ever, because that's what we have always been doing. But now we will be working in our country. But you know, we also have worked so hard here in the United States to build so much things. And I just want to thank you, America. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to work.
Right. And this is what y'all need to be doing. Y'all need to be rebuilding the infrastructure of y'all's countries, man. You know, take advantage of the opportunity that's being given to y'all, man. Right? Not like an advocate for Trump. I don't support Trump. I'm not an advocate for Trump, but as of right now, Trump is draining the swamp. Trump is creating situations, right, for people to be able to liberate themselves from their democratically ruled governments who have been selling them out. And I'm not saying that the Republicans are any better, but look at the governments around the world. They're not Republican. They're not republics. They're all democracies. And I got a wild concept. Let me take a page out of my brother Larry Gator's book. I'm going to say something radical. Maybe we need to get rid of democracy. Right? Let me write that down. Maybe we need to get rid of democracy. Where in the world is there a successful, thriving, democratic government? Right? Right? Where on earth are there thriving, successful, democratic ran governments? Right? How about that though? How's that sound? Yeah? Let's go.
A lot of pride that comes with Venezuelans. He actually wore this flag just like this for his college graduation in the University of Florida, just to show you how much love there is for this country that has gone through so much for so long. Being here has been incredible. People are dancing, people are cheering, and we've been here so many times, Christian, like you said in the past, when there have been so many issues, and they would cheer, "Si se puede, si se puede." Now they're cheering, "Si se pudo." Yes, we did it. It happened. What do you think now this means for Venezuela, for family back home, how people can move forward after this?
Well, that's where the uncertainty comes. I plead, America, again, I plead for you, for mercy for us Venezuelans.
What you want us to do? Ain't nothing we can do. What you want us to do, man? What is it that you expect of us American citizens to do? You're pleading with us to what? Exactly. This is out of our jurisdiction, man. We didn't tell Trump to go do that shit, man. He ain't get the okay from us. He didn't even consult us. We just now finding out about it like y'all. So my question to y'all other people, man, around the world, man, when y'all say stuff like this, what do y'all really expect us to do? Huh? And what do y'all want us to do? Like, I plead with the Americans to do what, man?
People such as me, I have been here almost my whole life, all of my youth. And I do believe that the future of Venezuelans is in Venezuela. But I also think that some of us and some people here also want to continue working here in the United States, building a beautiful nation well, Doral. I mean, this is the stronghold of Venezuelans, and it's a beautiful city. I recommend everybody to come here to Doral. I recommend everybody, if you're Venezuelan, everyone, come down here to El Arepaso. Yes, yeah, come celebrate with us. We love everybody because you, America, has loved us so much, so much. Thank you, America.
Why, man? Why he keep saying thank you to America, man? We ain't did nothing, man. Right?
Edgar, thank you so much for sharing those sentiments. Guys, this is something that I find really interesting here. Everyone here, American, Venezuelan, have said they're so happy for the freedom that they experience here, and they just hope that freedom translates into their home country, Venezuela. All we've heard was freedom, freedom, freedom. Yes, we did it. Now we can continue to move forward. By no means are any of them saying, now comes the easy part. Certainly, the hard parts are on the way, but there's...
Right, so what is our that Maduro got out of there? So what's the problem? What's the problem? Venezuelans are celebrating that out of there. And this is in Florida. Right? And please don't bring y'all asses here. Stay home. Stay in Venezuela. Fix Venezuela. Please don't come here.
Now is finally a step in the right direction that they've all been waiting for so long. I want to give you a little bit more of a scene setter here, guys. Look, people with flags, putting them up. Hundreds of people here.
Look at all these Venezuelans in our country. How many Venezuelans do you think are legal or illegal?
Cars, playing music, everyone here dancing.
I will, what's my man? I will vote for Donald Trump. This is why y'all voted for Donald Trump, man. He going to try to do regime change in y'all's country, man.
It really is wonderful to see so many people coming together. There are a lot of emotions behind this. I mean, they're not just cheering because of what just happened today. This comes from generations upon generations of stories of struggle, stories of hurt, stories also of hope for a better country and a better life for their family in Venezuela. Since I've been here, I've seen countless people FaceTiming their family members from Venezuela, checking off. Still don't know if there have been any casualties. We have had a lot of people here checking up on their family. Thankfully, all of the FaceTimes have been answered. A lot of things we still do not know. But overall here, the sentiment is hope. Like we said, we covered this in the past. A lot of times we've heard people cheer, si se puede, and now they're saying, si se puede. Now we did it. Guys, Gabby,
we did it. What y'all ain't did nothing, man. Trump did it. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all taking credit for something that y'all really can't take credit for. And y'all actually shouldn't take credit for it because y'all ain't do nothing. Y'all ain't have nothing to do with this. Now, it's not to say that the people of Venezuela don't benefit from this. Y'all ain't do nothing. Y'all ain't did nothing, man. Oh. Hold on real quick. I gotta be off camera for a little bit, but I'm still here, y'all. Man, this is wild, man. It's a takeover. Now the U.S. own Venezuela. Now it'll be military bases there and whatever. Yeah, man. They're about to make that into a stronghold, man. This is and listen, if they can go in there and top of the other I don't know what that's all about, y'all, but we get some serious sun fuckery over here, man. Right? But yeah, though, man. You know? Crazy situation we got going on right here, man. And like I say, you got the people of Venezuela, man. They celebrating this, man. Venezuelans ain't like, oh, Trump did this and did that. That's the people in America saying all that stuff. The people of Venezuela is rejoicing. Right? Right? Can you dig it? So they land is completely owned by the U.S. now. That's all resources, and all its resources will be traded and sold through the U.S. only. Hotels will be owned by ex-presidents. The airport will be called the Trump Airport. It's regime change, man. Right? God damn, man. They tearing Venezuela out the goddamn frame, man. Crazy. Right? I want y'all to understand what this all means, man. A lot of this, all of this political unrest and calamity going on, man. Right? This is a very, very sticky situation, like I keep saying. And, you know, as far as militarily wise goes, man, this is you know, we gotta think about old Vladimir over there in Russia too now, y'all, man. You know, him and Maduro's homeboys, man. You know, Vladimir might feel some type of way about this, man. You know, Russia got a lot of interest in Venezuela. You know, this could be considered an act of war, man. This can be considered, on Putin's part, a reason for him to send troops to Venezuela. Right? To protect Russia's interests in the area. They could consider this an act of hostility towards them. You understand? Absolutely could. All right? But as y'all see, man, it's going down all across the world. It's going down. As y'all can see, it's going all the way down. You know? It's going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. You know? What y'all think, man? I hope y'all don't think this is something we shouldn't be concerned about. We should absolutely be concerned about this shit, man. All right? Yeah, I see that happening too, Craig Harper. I can see that being a possibility. Annexing Venezuela. Yeah. Man, we living in wild times, y'all, man. Crazy, man. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. All right. Yeah, man. Later on, man, we got a show coming up later on tonight. We're going to have some fun, man. We're going to talk about the real stuff, the serious stuff for sure, but we're also going to have some fun. Right? What y'all think about this situation? We should definitely be concerned about this, man. Seeing as how you got other countries around the world declaring war on us. Right? We got the situation over there in Israel, man. We got the illegal immigration situation going on here. We got the scam, the fraud with the welfare fraud with the Somalians going on in Columbus, specifically my city right now. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. Perfect time to, for regime change. These people have been coming to our country illegally anyway. Peep the beat, man. Y'all gotta peep the play, man. Y'all gotta be able to peep the play, man. Right? Well, since nobody want to come up, man, I ain't gonna drag this one out, man. We can wrap this one up. You did. So we can wrap this one up. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gotta draw this one out. It's pretty cut and dry anyway. You know what I'm talking about? In a few hours, we got tonight's show. We're gonna have some fun. You feel me? We're gonna have some fun, man. Let me pull this up on the screen for y'all, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on your social media in here, man. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Sir rappers. Oh, we're going to have some fun, too. We're going to clown. Because I'm convinced that all y'all Mexican rappers are trash. Right? And I'm going to prove my point tonight again. Another reason why we need to gatekeep our culture. Another reason why we don't need to be even rocking with these people as a whole, because they don't rock with us. They're actually on some culture vulture trying to usurp our stuff from us, our history from us, without paying homage. Mexicans think, let me get this correct. Latinos, specifically Mexican-American Latinos, think that they're going to be able to do our culture. They really think they're going to be able to do rap and hip-hop music without our approval, without our consent, and without our stamp, without our, nah. They really think this. They think because just only in California, nowhere else in the country, only in California, they are the main consumers of hip-hop products. Right? They think that somehow gives them a say-so in what goes on in hip-hop, or lay stake as a claim to it. And I'm doing the show tonight to prove a lot of things. One, y'all just trash. That's the number one thing. Two, y'all don't deserve and haven't earned to be allowed in our culture with our stamp of approval based on lots of reasons. We're not going to get into any of that, right? Because this is not a show about politics. This is a show about straight hip hop. Y'all just not nice. Y'all don't deserve to be in hip hop. Y'all not even good at it. Most of y'all, the majority of y'all. I'm going to prove that tonight. Yes, we're going to laugh. Yes, we're going to joke. Yes, we're going to clown. Yes. Because at least if y'all going to do our culture, y'all going to do it right. And if y'all think that if y'all think that y'all going to have any form of success financially wise in our culture, doing our thing, and think that y'all ain't going to pay homage to us, think that y'all ain't gotta pay homage to us, or we're gonna show you something different. Right? He said they'll be storing all kinds of weapons of mass destruction there. Just all kinds of madness popping off down there since Trump just took that shit. How gangsters do, Joe. Yeah, man. They're about to send the robot army down there. Venezuela is going to be the test ground for the robots. Right? He said California is the ish hole, man. That's really hot and expensive. I would never live there, man. Listen, man. California ain't where it's at right now, especially in LA. Not unless our people decide they're going to get on one accord and take that stuff back. Most of the brethren and sisters done left LA, man. Right? But yeah, though, man, listen here, man. The people of Venezuela are not complaining about what Trump did at all. It's the people in the U.S. government who have those interests in Venezuela being just like how it is. Now, see, all that's about to be cut off now, though. Now they don't get to do all their little schemery and trickery and scammery. Right? So that's why they're coming up with all this BS, talking about some UN and Geneva Code, Geneva Convention, and all this crazy stuff. Right? Trump might be a lot of things, but stupid ain't one of them. Right? And I think he just did a very strategic power move just now. Right? And only if you understand global politics and economics, you'll even understand that this actually is a power move, but to what expense, though? Right? We're going to get up out of here, man. Coming up at 9 o'clock, man. We got about 4 and a half, 5 hours. We're going to be having this show right here, the Sir Rappers. We're going to be blazing and roasting these trash-ass Mexican rappers. They suck. I'm convinced that all of y'all suck. You silly as hell, Craig Harper. Yeah, I'm cool. I used to want to go to California, but now that California, specifically LA, is in the condition it's in now, I mean, I'm reluctant to go. You know, it's not a destination place of mine like how it used to be. You know, but yeah, we're going to get up out of here, man. Nobody want to hit the link, come up. We're going to get up out of here, man. We're going to have some fun later on in a couple hours. We're going to have some fun. We're going to sit up here and blaze and roast these trash-ass Mexican American rappers. And we're going to sit up here and show, I'm going to show y'all, one, why we need to further gatekeep our culture and not allow specifically them in. And two, I'm going to do in this show not only to do that, but to also show that y'all don't deserve to be a part of hip hop. Y'all haven't earned the respect. Y'all haven't earned the rights, the privilege. Y'all ain't putting enough work. Y'all don't even show respect and honor and homage to one of the creators of the culture, let alone the culture itself. Y'all don't even have respect for it. Y'all not even good at it. Most of y'all, I'm gonna down there say all of y'all. Y'all just not good at it. Y'all sound trash. Y'all beats be trash. Y'all swag is a little bit up the par now that y'all trying to rap like us now. Y'all even trash at that. That's why none of y'all have broken major markets. That's why no major record labels have signed y'all. And they're not going to. They don't want to. Y'all are not marketable for many reasons, mostly because you are trash. Right? And we're going to get to that tonight. So smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, right? And I want all you Latinos, all you Chicanos, Mexicanos, Mexican-American, gringos, whatever you call yourself, essays, Seleños, whoever you may be. I want all of y'all to tap in. And I'm definitely going to drop the link. And if it's any Mexican rappers out there that are actually nice, and I'm pretty sure it is, why don't we hear from y'all? Why don't the Mexican rappers, the Mexican-American, Mexican heritage, first gen, second gen, why the nice ones, where y'all at? Why we ain't hearing from y'all? Where the bars at, man? Where's the originality at? Where's enough skill being displayed that us FBAs should be like, you know what? They paying respect. They paying homage. They're actually nice. Yeah, we can get them a pass in hip hop. And that's how it's going to be from now on out. If y'all ain't paying homage to us as the creators of hip hop, and also on top of that being nice, we ain't supporting that whack ass, weak ass shit. And we ain't supporting you lame ass, non-rhyming ass, trash ass MCs. Sounding about terrible, man. We're going to get to it, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. I'm going to get up out of here, man. We're going to get to it, man. You already know what it is. We'll have some fun later on tonight, man. Tap in, man. All right? E&E every day, all day, no days off. FBA every day, all day, no days off.
It's been 5 years since the end of the world. We didn't call.
That's not necessary.
But question it. It's going to hurt.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. The girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'm tired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me and I got it photocopied. Caught up on film, flow, tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like 10 million blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep my
kings.
grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I work for Millie, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, shit be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get too used to hope. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Get it. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop any wicked, you this was just fuck. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream.
You won't speak on that
running our
too,
lanes
Barbara.
like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.